MLA formatting can get pretty frustrating if you can't find all of the information you need to build an in-text citation. This video will cover citations that you have to build that don't exactly have all the information laid out for you straightforward. So let's take a look at what we got here. First, we're going to look at how to cite research that you found within research, and no doubt this is going to happen all the time. So here I have an article called Curbing Texting While Driving. We can see here that it's written by somebody named Michael E. Brotzis, and it appears in a journal called The Science Teacher. It's on page 70. So as I read this article, I found a piece up here that I thought would be pretty helpful in building a paper. As I read through the whole thing, I noticed that this sounded pretty good. Nearly 1/3 of high school students are texting while behind the wheel, according to a survey of 15,000 high school students. And notice there's a citation already attached to the end of it. Somebody named Eaton and several others, et al., and others, did this research. So notice the article is written by somebody named Michael Brotzis, but Michael Brotzis did some research, and that research was originally done by Eaton. So if I wanted to use this in a paper, here's what I would do. First thing, I would paraphrase. So I would say a survey of 15,000 high school students indicates that nearly 1/3 of teens are texting while driving. Same idea, but I put it into my own words, and this is just how I like to do things. Next, we have to cite it. A typical citation is last name and page number. Well, we can't just give Brotzis' name, he's the one who wrote the article, because Brotzis didn't do the research. So we have to give credit to Eaton et al. So let's do that first. So I'm going to add to my citation, Eaton et al. Then I have to let the reader know that this research is quoted, QTD, in, then Brotzis. And we're lucky here because Brotzis' article is only 1 page long and it's on page 70, so I can add the page number. Put your period all the way at the very end, and let's not forget the other periods. I left these off because if you add the periods as you go, you'll get all kinds of weird capitalization, but after et al. And after QTD, you'd also put a period. So that's what you do if you find helpful research within the research that you're doing. Quote the person who did the research, then tell me that this research is quoted in last name and page number of the person who actually wrote the article. Now let's take a look at another tricky situation. This is if you dig up a peer-reviewed article and maybe there's no page number and or no author. Let's deal with both of these scenarios. So here I have another article. Just look at the size of this title. Texting while driving is deadliest task. Study results suggest text messaging should be banned for all drivers, says Virginia Tech Transportation Institute. That's a mouthful. We look up here, we have a journal title, we have a date, but notice there's no option to download the PDF anywhere around here, and we have no author named anywhere either. We scroll down to the bottom, the source citation, notice it doesn't give us an author, it doesn't give us any page numbers. So how would we cite this? Well, I'm going to first take a piece that I think is going to be helpful in my argument, and it's actually this first paragraph. And I'm actually just going to quote it directly because I like the way it sounds and I think it'll work in my paper. So here you can see I have it quoted word for word. We have to attach a citation. Like I said earlier, a normal MLA citation will give you last name and page number. However, there is no last name. So what do? The general rule is that you would use the first 3 key words of the title. So in this case, texting while driving would work for my in-text citation. Now, I also have to look and see if there's a page number, I would give that page number. But again, there's no PDF, there's no page number listed anywhere, so I'm off the hook on the page number. If this article did have page numbers in PDF format, I would include the page number for that text, or for that citation. However, there is none, so there's nothing I can do. So texting while driving will work. Then I would have to be sure to include a citation to Brotzis, a correct MLA citation to Brotzis in my works cited page, and the OWL at Purdue or Night Site can help you do that. That's pretty standard. And I would also have to include a citation to texting while driving. And again, the OWL at Purdue or Night Site can help you build those.